Yeah, this all happened in one morning with Danny. And you weren't watching, were you? Come on, do better. Here's what you missed on Good Morning Frederick.
All right, we're heading down to Studio 401. Well, we've got Pitz Quattrone. Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are, Danny.
Awesome. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick, and welcome to Frederick as well. I know you've newly arrived here in our great county.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you, and thank you. Yeah, I grew up in the Philly area, but 27 years ago, my wife and I and daughter moved to Vermont. So for that 27 years, we lived there, raised our daughter. She's lives on her own now over in Europe. And my wife's originally from the area, so wanted to come back to some of her roots and friends and family. And we moved to downtown Frederick this summer.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. And we'll talk about living downtown anyway. I love downtown Frederick, and I love our county, obviously. But first, I have to say it's so interesting. So when you reached out to me, and then I looked on your website and stuff, you play the didgeridoo. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but I am married to an Australian. I am an Australian citizen and
Wow.
lived there for 7 years. So when
Ooh,
I saw somebody in Frederick was playing the didgeridoo, I thought, how in the world? So how in the world did you decide that the didgeridoo was your instrument of choice? I'm assuming you are musical and did other things before, or no?
Yeah, I was in many bands as a teenager in the early 20s. And that's so cool. I didn't know that you were married to someone from Australia. So that's a
Yeah.
nice coincidence
Who,
there.
by the way, says the didgeridoo is the hardest instrument to play because you have to breathe through your nose and blow through your mouth at the same time. Is that a true statement?
Well, to play continuously, you have to do something called circular breathing. So to play the instrument, you flap your lips kind of like, and then that drone that resonates down the instrument and gives you the nice drone. And eventually, you need to breathe.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
So what you do is your lips are flapping, and then you catch some air in your cheeks on its way out, and with your cheek muscles, you squeeze in to keep your lips going, and that's your opportunity to breathe up your nose for your lungs.
Oh my
Holy
God.
cow. I can't even chew gum and walk without tripping. My goodness. Okay, so why first of all, is this your not to be too personal. Is this your born name?
Well, it's not on my birth certificate, but I did receive that name when I was about 3 minutes old. And
Really?
Pitz is a short abbreviation for the word pizzaghini. My dad's side is seriously Italian, and they have a thing called a pizzaghini kiss. And when babies are born, they grab the baby's cheeks and kiss the baby. Of course, they did that to me, and I would laugh every time. So
Oh.
they started calling me Little Pizzaghini, and then Pitsy, and now it's Pitz.
So you were
love
doing the
it.
cheek thing even when you were born, and now you the didgeridoos and shit. You got been doing that your whole life, basically.
That's
Yeah.
right. The cheeks were getting a workout from the start.
Right. Well, our aunt, our family is Italian as well, and our aunts still squeeze our cheeks and give us big lipstick kisses. So we appreciate that. But you have basically a rock and roll or a musician's name. So God blessed you, I think, from birth on that. So you were
Right.
playing in local bands, and how did you come to find the didgeridoo?
Well, it kind of found me. And it was, I think I first heard it in the Crocodile Dundee movies in the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And as it reached a lot of people that way, which was really cool. So, and let me back up a little bit. In elementary school, I was always the kid in the back of the room making funny, weird sounds, trying to make my friends laugh. And then I heard the didgeridoo. I was like, whoa, what is that thing? I want to know more about that because that's the king of cool sounds.
It is very cool,
It
and
is.
it is very spiritual for the Aboriginal people. And it's very, very tough, as we've said, to really hone in on that skill. Not everybody can do it, and I think it's fascinating. So you tell me about your kind of schedule now. We saw that you were on Jimmy Fallon. That's pretty cool. And
How did Jimmy Fallon find you? That's the story I want.
I sent him my music is what happened.
Ah.
Just to clarify, I personally was not on the show, but my music was featured.
Oh, very good. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that was incredibly cool because I sent it in and I forgot about it, and then I followed up again. I heard nothing. And then one night I'm watching TV and I'm just doing the channel surfing thing. It was probably around midnight or so. And all of a sudden, Jimmy Fallon puts a picture of me on his desk and he's playing my song.
That is wild. So, do you travel a lot now playing? What does your schedule look like? And how can people locally hear you?
Sure. Yeah. Well, I do a lot of different things with the didgeridoo. I do school presentations. I write my own music and put the didgeridoo in that. I sit in with other people and do like a meditative relaxation type of application with the instrument. So I try to mix it up as much as I can. And yes, locally. So I have one event that's about 3 doors down from right here.
Ginger, she was telling me and I forgot to put that together. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's Saturday, October 18th between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. And it's the event is titled Pitz Didgeridoo Maverick.
Wow.
I like it. So
what I do for that is it's a music performance really. And I have a beat machine with some program tracks in there, and also some of my music, the rhythm tracks of my music. So I perform that, and I sing and play didgeridoo live on top of my rhythm tracks. So I sound like a 5-piece band.
Wow.
So that's October 18th, Saturday afternoon between 2 and 4. And then on November 1st, I'll be up in Hagerstown at the Sloan School of Music at 6 o'clock. And that's a didgeridoo workshop. So if you want to know how to play, that's a perfect place to go for that.
Do you have to bring your own didgeridoo?
You can if you want to, but I'll have plenty of extras.
How many do you own?
I don't even know, because I also make instruments and sell instruments. So I have, I don't know, dozens of them, and some of them are various states of construction.
Yeah. Wow.
That's amazing. And what do you find when you're out playing, the feedback from people that most have probably never, well, certainly most people probably have never seen it in person, and maybe only on movies and things like that? What is the response?
You know, everyone loves the didgeridoo, especially kids. When I go to a school and play, they light up immediately and they they lunge towards me and they want to touch the instrument and grab it. But people love the didgeridoo. And I need to back up for 1 second and say, I owe a lot to the didgeridoo, because it came to me at a certain point in my life, in my 20s, where I was heading down a dark path. And the didgeridoo showed up and gave me a direction, a healthy lifestyle, and a purpose, and a meaningful purpose. So I like to share the instrument with as many people as I can, because it's a seriously historical, cultural, significant instrument, and maybe it'll help them like it has helped me.
Well, it's wonderful that you are sharing this joy. It's a very joyful spiritual instrument. The music that comes out of it is, I know that there have been studies about the reverberation of certain tones and how it can be healing. And it really
Dan, I don't know if you know this, but he brought a didgeridoo.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah. So do you want to, we can bring the camera over. He said he would love to play some if you'd like some.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was hoping he did. That would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just mention
this. Yeah,
okay.
I'll let you finish your statement. But what we'll do once you finish that, I will take a quick break and let you guys get set up, and then I'll come back to you. But yeah, go ahead, Pitz.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention one more event, and it's also right here in downtown Frederick, and that is Saturday, November 8th at the Center. And what's happening there is those guys are into gongs and planetary gongs, and we just did an event last week that sold out. So popular demand.
Yeah,
we're doing another one.
We'll make
November 8th.
sure and get all that information on our calendar as well. You're talking about the Center for Sound Mind and Body. That's Marin Good and Mari Good's place
Exactly.
up there at 6th Street. And I bet that is an amazing boy because her husband being that engineer, does it sound amazing in there?
It's incredible. He soundproofed the entire room, did all these engineering designs, and the didgeridoo paired with the gongs. It's a beautiful musical match.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. All right, we're going to let you guys get set up. I'm going to take my last break here, and then we'll come back to Pitz Quattrone on the Didgeridoo live at Studio 401. This is so exciting. All right, we'll be right back with you guys.
Oh, give it up for Pitz Quattrone, ladies and gentlemen.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh. That was great. Especially, I think that's just the best. That is the best. Well, we want to thank you so much for coming down to 401 North Market Street at the Studio 401. We want to have you back. I definitely am going to try to figure out an event we can have you at. I think you're wonderful, and we wish you all the success here. We'll make sure and share the 2 events you're doing. The one at the Reverie just coming up on October 18th from 2 to 4 p.m., and then the November event up at 6th Street. I'll make sure and include those details on our stuff as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Danny, for having me. I really appreciate the invitation.
Oh, of course. You're welcome anytime you're downtown. I want to see you walk by and wave in our window, and we'll bring you in anytime.
That sounds great. You got it.
Thank you so much.
Sure thing.
Never miss another episode of Good Morning Frederick, airing weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube and Facebook.